Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crochet with Jess. Since I'm trying to make this a beginner-friendly channel, we're just going to break things down. So today we're going to learn how to do the single crochet stitch. Okay, so we're going to start with how to make a slip knot, how to make your foundation chain, and how to make a single crochet. It sounds like a lot of things. It's 3 simple things, but this should be able to get you started. When you're starting to crochet, I will recommend using a 4-weight. I recommend using a 4-weight yarn. And that's because it makes it easier for you to figure out how to hold the yarn in your hand and get comfortable with it. It's also easier to identify your stitches so you can learn and get used to what that looks like before you go to thinner or thicker yarns. So a 4-weight medium is pretty much like the middle of the line. So that's what we're going to start with. That's what I have here. And the yarn that you buy will recommend the hook size that you should use. For this tutorial, I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. So we're going to start with the slip knot. This is the way I do it. I don't know. I mean, I've seen other people probably explain it better than I can, but here we go. So this is what I do. I put it through my fingers like that. I lift up the front loop, and well, usually you do this with the hook. So I'm going to do it with the hook, and then you grab the yarn from the back. You're holding on at the bottom, and basically you pull through. So this is what you end up with. And that's your yarn on the hook. Now we're going to learn how to do a foundation chain. The foundation chain is the base of any project. And since this is just a sample, I'm just going to do a couple of those just to demonstrate what a foundation chain looks like. So in crochet, you're going to learn the term yarn over. What that basically means is you put your hook under the yarn, and you put your hook under the yarn, and that's a yarn over. So you have that already on your hook. And all you're going to do is pull it through the loop you already have there. So that's one foundation chain. So then you're just going to repeat that for as many base chains as you need for whatever you're working on. And if you're just practicing, of course, that's just going to be a couple of chains just so you can get comfortable. Okay, so go a little bit faster. Everybody holds the yarn different. Sometimes I change up how I hold my yarn, but I'm not sure how to explain to you how to do it. This is the way it looks on my fingers, and it helps the yarn, just easily slide through for me. So there we go. We have a foundation chain. So those foundation chains, I've made one. I'm not sure if you can see. Here we go. The color of the yarn. This is 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So now, in order to do a single crochet, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the second chain. See, this is the chain where the hook is at. So we don't count that one. We don't want to go back into that because it will take your yarn out. It will basically undo that chain stitch. So this second loop right here, this is where we're going to go into. Trying to see, let me try to show you. It's just, there you go. It looks like little piece, like braids. It's like looking at a long braid. So you're basically going to go into the outer loop on the next chain from the hook. And you're going to insert your hook into that. You're going to yarn over, like I stated a few minutes ago. You see, you got your yarn there, is on the hook. You're going to pull it up. And this is what it should look like. And then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through. That is a single crochet. That is your first stitch. So again, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, grab your yarn, pull it through, lift it up, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. Again, insert your hook into the chain, pull up a loop, then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and that's 3. And now we're just going to repeat that until we get to the end of the chain. And then you're going to pull over and go through 2. Continue to do that until you reach the last chain. Now, in the beginning of any project, it's always going to feel a little unstable and wobbly because, you're just starting out. So don't worry about that. Just focus on going slow and getting comfortable with the process. Yarn over, pull through 2. That's the last chain on this row. So there you have it. You have 1 row of single crochets. Now, in order to make the project go up and grow with a single crochet stitch, if that's the only stitch you're using, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1. This is a chain so we can turn our work, and then you turn it over like this. And then basically we're going to repeat the same thing all the way back to the other end. The only difference this time is you're not going into a base chain. You're actually going to go into the top of the stitch you already created. So let's see if I can show you. There is, as you can see, little holes in between. See that? See those holes? That's going to be where you enter your hook because basically it's right in the stitch. So we're going to insert our hook into the stitch, the first stitch. And what's going to happen is when you insert your hook, what you should be able to see is the 2 loops from the braided line. See the 2 loops? It's kind of hard because this is, I guess I should have picked another yarn, but you see that? And so what you're going to do is basically the same thing. You're going to pull up a loop. See how it looks the same as we previously did. And now we're just going to grab another loop and pull through 2 loops. And there goes another single crochet. So again, insert your hook, find the hole, because that goes right under the 2 loops. That's how you'll know you're in the right place. Those 2 loops right there. You can see it looks like little V's going down. And that's basically where you're trying to insert your hook. That's what you want to see on the top. Then, of course, you grab your yarn, pull it up, and you have 2 hooks on your chain. You have 2 loops on your chain. So then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and you have another stitch there. And basically, you're going to insert your hook again, grab a loop, pull it up, grab some yarn, and pull it through both loops. And then you're going to continue this until you get till the end. And what you will have is 2 rows of single crochets. Take your time. Don't worry. It takes a while to get used to holding everything and to maneuvering everything. But just take your time. Insert your hook. You're going to pull up the loop and pull it through 2. And then here you get to the end. This is the last stitch of the row. And we're going to insert our hook, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And there you have it. 2 rows of single crochet. And that is what it should look like. I'll see you next time so we can learn how to do a double crochet stitch. Take care.